Imagine a world where your every desire, every wish of your imagination was not only encouraged, it was actually required to create abundance in the world, not just for yourself, but for everyone. Today, we're going to talk about how thinking small and only doing what you need is actually robbing you and everyone else in the world, and that you following your dream to dream big and have huge wants and desires and to follow them is not only going to bless your life, but it's going to bring abundance and prosperity to everyone. Let's dive in. Guys, abundance is one of my favorite topics of all time. So what is abundance? Where does it come from? How do you know what is abundance? What is overabundance? What is what you need? What is what you want? Today, we're going to talk about some of the confusion that goes on. And I think possibly one of the reasons why people are afraid to have big dreams and to achieve their highest potential. Let's dive in. First off, have you noticed that there are people in this world that tell you you should just need what you need and that it should be not anymore? You should just live in a modest house, have a modest vehicle. You shouldn't have a big dream. You shouldn't want more. Just stay where you're at. Be grateful for what you have because other people are worse off than you, which there are always people that are worse off than you, and there are always people that are better off than you. And that's not the point of my message at all. Do you remember when you were a young child and you had some huge dreams and aspirations? You wanted to have millions of dollars, have your own private jet, and be amazing. You're going to be a rock star or the president. You had big, amazing dreams. You had the innocence of youth. What happened to us that brought us to going from huge wants and desires and dreams to just being okay with what we need for right now? What is the difference? What happened? And were we wrong as children or were we wrong as adults? Let's talk about it. So my question is, why are we taught that we should just get what we need to get by and not what we actually want? Why do we have this mindset? And what is it causing out in the world? So there are people that think you should only make the money, spend the money that you really need. Everything else should be given away. Now, I am totally up for helping people and donating to charitable causes. But my question is, if I only had what I needed, I wouldn't be donating to charitable causes. I would be keeping it all for myself. Money would be scarce. When you go off of needs, you go into scarcity mindset. You shut down any thoughts of anything greater or bigger, and you just focus on yourself and what you need. It is very self-oriented. And I've never been in a need mindset and thought to myself, gee, I better go help so-and-so, or I better be generous with my money. No. When you're in a need mindset, you only think about yourself and you don't have big dreams and you don't grow your business and you don't bring happier circumstances for your family. On the other side of the coin is the want mindset. The want has no limits. You can want the biggest, craziest dream that you want, and you can go get it. It is thinking about everyone and yourself. It is about abundance. It is about having no strings attached to what you can create in your life. When I am in a want mindset, I have the ability to give to other people, to see their wants, and to create big things for me and the people around me. Now, you might be wondering, okay, girl, are you like a capitalist? And yes, I am a capitalist because I have seen it work and I have seen the benefits of it. Quick side story. So we bought this piece of real estate. It was a hole in the wall. It was unused, had been on the market for like a year. No one wanted it. It was crazy, had a terrible floor plan. It was undesirable and it was making no money. The person that owned it was getting pretty desperate. No one wanted it. it was not doing anything for the abundance of our small town. Then we decided to buy it and we turned it into this restaurant. And when we bought it and turned it into a restaurant, it created more cash flow for us because now we have rent coming in, and it created cash flow to the lady that decided to open up a restaurant. And she was able to have a living for her and her family, a good living, one that she loved and enjoyed because of that restaurant. Plus she hired a staff of, more than 10 people to run this restaurant who also enjoyed working there and were able to support their families. Plus thousands of people frequent this restaurant and they're able to feel the love, the warmth in that restaurant, and they're able to bless their family life, right? So I just want you to see that when you create out of want, we didn't need to buy a restaurant and make it. We just wanted to. We wanted to make things better. But when we went off of that want, there's a ripple effect that happens in capitalism where not only you are benefited, but the person you're working through is benefited, and the people they work and employ are benefited, and it just keeps going on. And it's like a ripple making the world a better place. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a want mindset. It's where you're not limited just for you. You're limited. Your limits are unlimited, and you can keep dreaming and thinking and making the world better for everyone. So I'm curious, what are the big wants that you had when you were a child? When you were not hampered by other people's opinions of what you should want, but you were completely 100% just the sky's the limits, I'm gonna do this. What were you going to be? Let me know about it in the comments. When I was a little girl, I was very practical and analytical. And so I was pretty sure I wanted to be a mom, which I am, and I didn't have a dream of a big, crazy career, but I did have a dream of having a Lamborghini. Yes, and I was born in the 80s, so obviously an 80s Lamborghini, because those ones are the best. And I thought for quite a while that I really would possess a Lamborghini. And then the world hit me with needs. And I decided that if I owned a Lamborghini, I would be taking away money and resources away from someone that needed it. And that I shouldn't want that. And I should just stick with what I need and drive a minivan. Which, P.S., I really do like minivans, but that's beyond the story. So I let the world tell me what should be my want. And I limited myself. And because for so long I thought that I shouldn't want that and I should just stick with my needs, I didn't go and build an amazing thing or do anything to be able to get the money to buy that want. Right? Then several years ago, with mindset coaching and growing my business, I now have accepted that I can have that dream. And that is perfectly okay. It's not even that crazy. And so I now have a goal that when I reach a certain place in my business, I will be buying myself a Lamborghini, a classic Lamborghini, of course, and that is okay. Because I know me having that want is not only going to bless me and give me motivation to continue and to build and to, I'm going to have to hire people and I'm going to make jobs and I'm going to help people that I work with. I work with entrepreneurs, so I'm able to directly affect their income, and then they're going to have to hire more people, and it's going to have a huge ripple effect and creating more. And so me getting that what I want, instead of feeling guilty about it, I know that getting that thing is gonna bless thousands of people's life and make their life more abundant. And P.S., when I'm driving around in my small town in my Lamborghini, I'm gonna cause a lot of people to be really happy. Yeah. So my point in making this video today is to give you guys permission to dream and to want anything you want. Anything. If you have the craziest, biggest dream, I encourage you to go after it. Make a plan, find the resources to help you live that dream. Don't feel like that you living your dream or trying to get a certain possession or a certain status is going to be stealing it from anyone else. Because the truth of the matter is, when you create abundance for your own life, it can't help itself but bless other people around you. And you're going to be able to create more abundance for you, for your family, for your team, for your business, and it's going to keep going, because money is not a finite thing. Money is a flow. When it's going to flow in, it's going to flow out. You having money isn't stealing it from anyone else. You having money is actually going to mean that you're going to need to spend it, and it's going to go to someone else. So my question is, now that you've rediscovered what your wants were in childhood, what are your wants now? Are some of them the same? Are some of them different? Are they even bigger? I would love to say that they're going to be bigger, right? They're bigger. Let me know about it in the comments below. And P.S. I actually have this Facebook group that I just started that I'd like to invite you to. It's for entrepreneurs that want to get to the place where they're worthy for the wealth they're going to build, because that's kind of what I do. So if you're interested, I will leave the information for you below, and we will see you next time.